Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Brady Black received a visit from Chloe Lane on Thursday, October 12, who informed him that she was leaving Salem and looking for a new beginning in New York with Philip Kyriakis. This is revealed in the Days of Our Lives spoilers recap for that day. Brady accepted Chloe's decision, even though he didn't want her to leave and wasn't prepared to pardon Philip. As they said their goodbyes, Brady had some tearful moments and acknowledged he would never truly be able to move on from Chloe because she was his first love. Brady later told Marlena Evans about his goodbye with Chloe after receiving a text that made him furious. Alex Kyriakis was startled when Justin Kyriakis knocked on the door of his apartment. When Alex heard that Victor Kyriakis was his biological father, Justin entered the room and they enjoyed a beer. Alex apologized for his original response. Alex was appreciative of both his brothers and Justin, knowing that he was still his father in every meaningful sense. Alex said that he was Victor's heir when Justin hugged him and questioned him about firing Maggie Kyriakis. Alex wasn't certain if he would return to the Kyriakis mansion or not. Since money and power may alter a person at his age, Justin was relieved to find that Alex wasn't covered in gold coins. Alex thought Justin would alert him if he ever began to lose himself. On Thursday's episode of Days, Justin had already departed when Brady arrived to confront Alex for leaving Basic Black and returning to Titan without telling him. Given that Demura's exclusive rights were about to expire, Alex really regrets his actions and wishes to make it up to Brady. Brady said Alex was a backstabber and now wanted to own him after Alex said he could negotiate a much better deal at Titan. Brady was left with the impression that Alex truly was Victor's child. Konstantin Milonis, who was Victor's close friend, traveled from Greece to the Kyriakis mansion on Thursday's DOOL show to express his sympathies. Maggie opened a box holding an old photo album that Konstantin had given her as a gift. Maggie was thrilled and suggested that Konstantin remain at the mansion as he intended to tour Salem for a while. It contained images of Victor when he was little. When Justin returned home and learned about everything, he appeared to be wary of Konstantin. On Thursday's Days episode, Philip told Belle Brady, Martha Madison, why he and Chloe decided to move to New York, but he made clear that they were just two friends looking for a new beginning at the time. Belle acknowledged that now that Shawn Brady had cheated on her with Talia Hunter, their marriage might be finished. Belle didn't see the point in attempting to make things right after speculating that it might be payback for the times she had wronged Shawn. Before going to the Salem PD, Belle agreed to try to restore their relationship after Philip advised her not to give up on Shawn without a fight. Shawn thanked someone on the phone at the police station on Thursday's episode of Days for setting anything up so swiftly. Talia approached Shawn and offered that perhaps they chat now that Belle was aware of what transpired between them. Shawn stressed that if his marriage did dissolve as a result of her, it would be his responsibility, and Talia felt terrible about that. Belle arrived and stated she hoped she wasn't interrupting anything when she saw Shawn holding Talia's hand. In an effort to repair their marriage, Belle insisted on speaking with Shawn alone. Shawn acknowledged that while he was pleased to hear Belle express that, he would not be present to resolve the situation. Shawn believed he should receive treatment and be with his family in an outpatient rehab center that was close to Beau Brady's facility. Shawn acknowledged that it would probably take longer than a few months, but Belle expected that she would go along with him. Shawn needed to persevere through treatment for long enough to regain his composure, and he had to do it without Belle. Shawn told Belle that he had to put his personal oxygen mask on before worrying about whether or not their marriage had enough air since she didn't understand why he couldn't lean on his wife. Belle drew Shawn into an emotional embrace, knowing that he was hoping to return home to her once he had found a way to recover. Kate voiced worry about Philip leaving town with Chloe back at the pub. But he comforted her before Chloe showed up. Unusually politely, Kate simply urged Chloe not to hurt Philip's feelings. Later, Philip told Chloe about his talk with Belle and the conversation she had with Brady. Chloe and Philip verified that they were actually going to New York to explore where things might go without making any promises or having any expectations. There is hope for Flo fans because Days of Our Lives spoilers state that Philip and Chloe will get a chance to make things work off-screen. According to Days of Our Lives spoilers, Holly Jonas may find herself in deeper difficulty than she anticipated. Fans of Days can tell Holly is a little bit of a wild child now that she is an adult. Soon after they met in the park, Holly offered Tate Black some marijuana, indicating that she uses drugs and might be headed down a dangerous path. Holly may think it's all fun and games right now, but Days spoilers indicate that her drug use may sooner or later result in a serious health concern. The DOO audition tape that was leaked earlier this year is now relevant. Despite the names being changed, as happens frequently with audition scripts, we must focus on the essential elements of the scene. A young woman was having seizures, throwing up, and then going unconscious. Due to the presence of drugs, the paramedics and police arrived at the scene. Another young person was in over his head with the overdose problem and need his father's assistance to clean up the mess after the cops interrogated him. All of that sounds like it could lead to Holly overdosing and Tate getting entangled in the commotion. Theresa Donovan and Brady Black already had to go pick up a boarding school expel Tate. Tate may end up on a worse road than Brady had hoped for, in part because of Holly and their negative influence on one another. Days teasers indicate that Brady will make every effort to keep Tate out of any legal trouble. Holly will undoubtedly require more care and direction if she is taken to the hospital due to a situation like this. Nicole Walker doesn't seem to have noticed Holly's worrisome conduct because she seems to be too preoccupied with her relationship with EJ DiMera and her pregnancy. Nicole may eventually realize she needs to be more involved in Holly's life after Holly's overdose serves as a wake-up call. Keep checking for more on the horrible news coming since Days of Our Lives spoilers indicate that Holly and Tate will still be involved in some sort of turmoil. According to Days of Our Lives rumors, Sarah Horton Grady will learn some disturbing information on Friday, October 13. Sarah's love for Xander Cook, Paul Telfer, will be complicated after she learns Susan Banks is still alive. Sarah has been holding Xander responsible for Susan's death, but she is no longer able to do so in light of Susan's recovery. As for Susan, she will remind EJ DiMera that he promised to abandon his retaliation plan and will express her hope that he has actually stopped planning to harm Xander and Ava Vitali. Days spoilers indicate that Susan will inform EJ and her other loved ones that she is going back to Memphis so she can say goodbye before leaving for her duel. Susan will also share additional information about how she came to be in London before she departs. That might provide EJ with some hints as to who was responsible for Susan's delivery to Edmund Crumb. Rex Brady will criticize Kate Roberts Brady for getting inside Sarah's head and persuading her to call it quits on their marriage next on Friday's episode of Days. Although Rex will hold Kate responsible for persuading Sarah to get a divorce, Kate will feel as though she did him a favor because this marriage was doomed to failure. Rex should go right away rather than wait to develop a strong bond with the infant or fall more deeply in love with Sarah. Victoria Horton's entrance has sparked a custody dispute. So once that is made public, Sloane Peterson will take Xander's case and stir up trouble with Eric Brady. Sloane may advise Xander that they will need to engage in unethical behavior if they want to obtain full custody of their daughter. Eric will undoubtedly be worried about Sloane's plan and her objective of obtaining custody of Sarah for Xander. According to Other Days predictions, Trip Johnson will confess to Ava about his growing affection for Wendy Shin and urge his mother to acknowledge that she is also smitten with Harris Michaels. Later, Harris will pay Ava a visit at Trip's place, which will result in a passionate kiss as they relish their freedom. According to Days of Our Lives spoilers, Harris and Ava will relish their new beginning, which will feature romance despite the growing danger. Thanks for watching if you like this video. So please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.